Football Power Hour.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, big shout out to you for being here. My name is Botswana Papi. I want to say, you know what? It's a beautiful time. It's if you don't know, in America right now, it's President's Day. So that means yesterday I was this close to going to the club. And I had a new move that I wanted to bust out. It's called the Rasmus. I was gonna do the Rasmus, do the Rasmus, do the Rasmus, hey, do the Rasmus, do the Rasmus, do the Rasmus, hey. That's literally the move that I wanted to do on the dance floor. Cause that boy good, man. Rasmus Hojlund. What a move. What a move. That was so beautiful because at one point, I thought it was a deflection, but this boy was intentional. He cushioned the ball into the side netting, into the inside of the goals. Wow. This boy is showing us one thing. First of all, the instinct. The striker instinct is there. Matter of fact, if you look at the first goal as well, I thought, one point I thought, nah, this was just a gift. But no, this was not a gift. This was a striker. When Mourinho talks about players that can smell, they can smell the danger zone happening. When you actually watch that goal one more time, you realize that Osho was actually first in front of Rasmus Hojlund, and then they were riding back, right? And I think it might have been Bell, who was the defender who miskicked it. He was trying to, do a pass to Kaminski to the Luton Town goalkeeper. But Rasmus actually had a moment where he was like, I need to sprint real quick because I smell blood right here. And then it was right up around the center line. He passed Osho. And then the moment Osho realized that, Bell don't got this. Oh my God. Osho tried to sprint as fast as he could, but Rasmus Hojlund already was in the right position at the right time because he smelt that instinct. Out of 100, I think that boy has gained 15 to 20 points of instinct. Like if he was at 60, he's like at 75-ish now, 78, somewhere there, I think he's definitely, we're watching a player develop in front of us and he deserves the accolade. So Rasmus, also we got to talk about this Scandinavian juju that's going on. How come when Hojlund starts doing well, Haaland starts performing badly? What in the world is going on, Drex? What's going on? Somebody explain to me. Manj, shout out to Manj in the building. What in the world is going on? We're going to talk about this Hojlund juju in a moment. My name is Botswana Papi. This is actually the intro. Let's go ahead and say, man, if you're not subscribed yet, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You can't do the Rasmus. Do the Rasmus. So listen. First of all, like this is the first question of the conversation. What exactly, does Haaland have over Rasmus as a footballer? Like, what is it exactly? It's time for the conversation, man. It's time for the conversation, Stephanie. There was a post that just made me think about this. I was like, what exactly these two men, have that's in common and that's different? That's Scandinavian. Look at that. That one from this picture, the other one looks a little taller, but I'm seeing some hold-up play as well yesterday versus Luton Town, guys. I saw a little bit nuggets of like if there was a run, I think it might have been Kobe Maino, if I'm not mistaken. He was making that run and Rasmus Hojlund had dropped deep. And the thing about it is somebody else was making that run. If it was even if Maino anticipated that run a little bit more, We could have had a goal moment that was created by Rasmus Hojlund. It was just those little moments that just need some synchronization from the team. Okay, for real, for real. Like, what is it now? Because when you look at Haaland, I don't see a lot of that play from him. I see finishing. I see some intentional, strong physicality. But what exactly does Haaland have over Hojlund? Guys, the like ratio is not ratioing right now. We have almost 10 people watching, and I'm like 3 likes. Come on now. Get right here, man. What's going on? What is this? This is like, so what kind of juju is this? You guys got to take a second and just say, let's do the thing. It's so easy. It's so easy. Just do it real quick. But what does Haaland have like over Hojlund? Well, comparing and contrasting. Stephanie says they're both left-footed. And you know what? We've seen actually Haaland, like, he's definitely scored with his weak foot as well. I mean, obviously we're talking about this season because now Hojlund is in the conversation, is in the same league. So now it's sort of a moment to be like, what is it exactly that's different? I feel like obviously we haven't seen enough goals from the head from Hojlund. Even though, oh my goodness, that game versus Chelsea, Haaland. Haaland is a 007 agent for all the moments that he missed. The header, that was a free header, He missed the free header. And that made me feel like, no, his heading statistics out of 100, if they were at 80, he dropped to 71, fam. Like, it's a little bit crazy. He's not in a good patch right now. And I just want to pose that question is, what is it exactly, that's going on, universe, energy-wise? What is it that's going on? Why, when Hojlund picks up form, Haaland drops form? Is there going to be a moment when they're both peaking? That's a very, very, very interesting question. Shout out to Admiral Drex saying Hojlund is a different player from Haaland. But how, Drex? Give me one, contrasting thing about them. Or what, what is it? What is it exactly that these two guys have that sets them apart? Shout out to Luan in the building saying good morning, Papi, Stephanie, Drex, Munch, and Yale. Shout out to Yale in the house. Happy Monday. It's a holiday here too, family day. You know what about Monday, Luan? Before I actually started the stream, I just saw like a little thing that was just like motivational Monday vibes, and I was like, you know what? This is kind of cool. You just because you mentioned that, I have to share it real quick. Quick divergence. By the way, oh my goodness, I was trying to draw a triangle yesterday. Anyway, we'll leave that there. but this is the whiteboard in case people in here don't know. This is a very, very important friend to the channel. But somebody sent me this that said Monday. It's kind of cheesy, but it's like maybe this is not one of your favorites, but listen to this. Never forget that every day you wake up is an amazing gift. And it's up to you to make it count. Boom. Monday motivational message, free message, You don't have to pay me for that one, you know. So use this Monday as a day to make it count. But anyway, all right. Back to what we were talking about. Happy Monday, Luan. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and say I have to welcome the one and only Nick Ruby in the building.
What the hell? I thought I got the link to call into Mark Goldbridge show. Damn.
It's a bloody joke.
It's a bloody disgrace.
A bloody disgrace, man. You walked in when I was doing a little motivation because of Luan. You know, Luan is such a great person.
Love Luan and love your whiteboard. And love, big fan. Monday. What did you get up to? Like, what did you write? M as Mick.
Mick is one
new mix, one new date, amazing you. I don't know, man.
That was all right. You'll get a medium applause. No, but seriously, you know, Mick, how you doing this Monday, bro?
Oh, I'm full of hope. I'm full of joy. I slept like a baby. I just finished a stream with Mark, and Mark told me, like, you know, hey, Poppy's on. I just give me the link. I'll be there. So I came here to surprise you because I love you, bro.
I saw you, you know, in the background. I was like, I didn't even share the link, you know, but I was like, that's my brother. Nice to see you, bro. Nice to see you. I actually came at a good moment because I was just talking real quick. I just need, what do you think? I was trying to do a comparison, you know, between Hojlund and Haaland and trying to figure out how would you say, you know, you look at the two players?
Well, listen, it's like comparing, you know, old technology to new, like an open AI, right? We have a broken robot at the moment. I mean, seriously. I mean, listen to this analogy, right? Haaland is a robot, you know, and it feels like unreal. Like it's like the Tin Man in, you know, Alice in Wonderland, like, you know, the Tin Man, right? The Tin Man. Right, he's scoring goals, but it's like nobody really cares. Like, you know, he plays for City. But on the other hand, you have a young AI integrated Rasmus Hojlund that is on fire. Red Rasmatas, right?
So if I'm hearing you correctly, you're comparing Hojlund to a treble winner. This is shameless words from Munch, by the way. Like
Man, first of all, they are miles apart in development, but you can see what the trajectory that you know, Rasmus can be on, right? Remember that this is his first season. He's already on 15 goals. Nobody did expect that. His output is 8 out of 8. That's the thing. Mm-hmm. So basically, he averaged 3 shots per game, and he converts every single game. So that is a fucking good output. Sorry for swearing. Like, you know. On the other hand, Haaland they're not the same player. Like, Haaland is more of the.
Check this out. Hojlund playing for Manchester United would actually be more would produce more than what Haaland is doing right now, right?
Yeah,
that's wild to think about because it means we have a real gem, you know.
But look what the striker is doing, you know. Compare those two. I mean, I hate to compare. They're two different styles of players, but
of course,
I would say that Hojlund at the moment, or Rasmus, has got more potential in his locker, right? He's a complete striker. That means he can create his own chances. He can head. He can, you know, distribute the ball, link up play, and everything. What does Haaland do? Erling. He's only like a goal poacher. That's it. Like, you know, he's just explosive in the box. That's it, right? Tapping goals.
I hear it. Stephanie says the cyborg needs to reboot. Like he's.
Yeah, he won't be there long. He will go to Real Madrid. I promise you.
Yeah. Afternoon to you, Neil Driscoll in the building. By the way, shout out to Neil, yo. So Rasmus is raw, real, red. Erling is broken and blue. Says Stephanie.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah. We have a new name, Red Raw Rasmus.
Ooh,
Red Raw Rasmus.
That's
I also call him Little Big.
Little big.
Yeah,
No,
little big.
I think Red Raw Rasmus has a ring to it, but little big
Ring.
was also yes,
Domela
you know.
ra to you. Domela
Hey,
ra.
Dumela Ra, come on. Yo, if you guys don't know Dumela Ra, that's how you say
G'day.
hello.
Hello.
That's how you say hello in
Botswana.
Setswana, in the language that I
Setswana.
speak. Yeah, you know, I got distracted because I just saw. I got threw off because of this, Nick. Look at this. Look at this. Is this Neymar and Speed partying
Yeah.
in Brazil?
Speed.
Is this a lookalike? What is going on, Nick?
Oh my God. Speed.
Is the Saudi Pro League an international break or something?
This-
or like
This guy is
there's
a
a
serious
Neymar
stalker,
lookalike?
right? Yeah.
He's
That's not
twerking.
Neymar.
He's
That's
twerking.
not Neymar. No, that's not Neymar.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
yeah, it is
It's not
Neymar.
Neymar. Okay, it's an
It is
imposter.
Neymar. It's Neymar. But this Speed, this guy is absolutely a stalker, right? He's a cloud searcher. Like he's not a fan of any clubs. He's just fans of the fanboys. You know what I mean? Ronaldo, Neymar. This is what I call fanboys. No respect for me.
I got really jealous when I saw him holding a Ballon d'Or, Ronaldo's Ballon d'Or. You know, he got to touch it. He got into like, you know, his you know,
Sorry, I'm dyslexic a
trophy
little bit.
collection.
I thought you said you're a little bit jealous because he got to hold Ronaldo's balls.
Ballon d'Or, Ballon d'Or.
Oh my God!
That's what she said. I'm sorry.
Nick,
Get right here, man!
you know, come on, man. No, that was like he got to actually. I was just, you know,
Did
see
he?
the trophy collection, you know, in the World Cups, and it was just like, what, you know, Archer is like, hey yo. But yeah, Luen is like, whoever he is, you know, I love how much fun he's having. So, you know, at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
true.
whatever, you know, whatever's chasing clout, he's got clout, you know, and he's
He's got more
enjoying
clout
his
than
life.
me and you together.
Right.
And
he just
100
barks on the stream. Maybe we should bark, you know, like
oh, let the dogs out.
for real. So anyway, shout out to DJ Superfly, by the way, saying Neymar is overrated. Let's bring it back to Manchester United, by the way, because
Yeah,
we're actually
bring it
supposed
back.
to talk about
Bring it back a notch.
right, like let's come back home. And you know what, it's also nice to invite the one and only Top Red in the house. Manj, what's good, man?
Man.
Hey guys, man, I was just minding my own business here, chilling. I saw bots go live. I went into Mix and Mike stream, Fire stream, by the way. Big up to you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to say one thing. I knew this would happen from the get-go. Hojlund to Haaland. I knew this would happen before the start of the season.
How did you know? And why what's the correlation? Like, why is one picking up form, the other one dropping? Am I reading too much into it? What, how much?
First of all, they both have the similar names. That's one comparison.
Yes.
Number two,
Scandinavian.
yeah, that's number one. The two, they're both tall. Pause. For me, let's bring it back down into context. Right, one just won a treble. One is on a goal scoring form. But if one continues the goal scoring form, maybe then we can talk about accolades, whatever. But one hasn't even won a trophy yet, right? At the club.
Okay.
Right? One is on a down. I mean, do you know what's happened, right, Bots? We're going to talk about Haaland to Haaland, right?
Yeah.
I'm hearing kind of an echo right now. Is it me or is it anyone else?
It might be me. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna fix it. Yeah. Go ahead.
One just had a bare chances missed against Chelsea. It happens as football, right? Yeah. And we're gonna be. I know we like having a bit of fun on Football Power Hour, just mixing up a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. But I just want to say one thing. One is going to win another double this season, and one is probably just going to finish in the Conference League or Europa League places. That's all I got to say about that one. And when's the Manchester derby?
Oh,
In
man.
March, 10th of March, something like that. Something
Yes.
in March.
We have to revisit this conversation afterwards.
We
Afterward.
do. I agree.
One
Afterward.
if one
But
outscores the other, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I must say that we did extensive scouting on Hojlund, me and Jarvis, when in the transfer market, and we
Yeah.
saw something very clear, and that was his trajectory. Basically, this kid
Uh-huh.
literally spent 1 year in Copenhagen senior football, went to Sturm Graz, played 1 year, and 3/4 of the season in Atalanta. That's three,
Yeah.
4 clubs in 3 years, right?
Yeah.
So you can compare his outputs and score, and you can see that his trajectory, he's got everything in his locker. So we said that in Atalanta, in the 3/4 of a season, he had 10 goals and 2 assists, right?
Yeah.
He's already surpassed that already on 15 goals in total.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
you can also see that the chances he gets versus the goals he converts. So if he gets average 2 shots on target or 3 shots on target, he converts them all. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Not everything, but it's a quite high XG. Now, if you compare it to the robot himself, first and foremost, he plays in a team that nobody gives a shit about anyway. When they won a treble, nobody celebrated.
Oh my God!
So it doesn't really feel like it's a plastic team. Doesn't really feel. Sorry, I might get slated for it, but if he would have played for an Arsenal or for Liverpool, that would be a total different story and respect, right? I said nothing bad about him, but he's not an all-round striker. Like, you know, he's like that Radiohead song. Like, when I look at him, you know that song "Creep."
Yeah. I'm a creep.
creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here in Manchester City? I don't belong here. I don't belong here. That's like he doesn't belong there. So I believe he's got a release clause on 65 million. And I think Real Madrid, who likes Galacticos, will sign Mbappe, of course. Mbappe is an enterprise himself, wants to sign on fee, run down his contract, get 200 million. Happy days. All the cousins and everyone gets the latest Nikes, Jordan Air, and all that, goggles and VRs and all that stuff. But Hojlund, he will definitely go to Real Madrid. He will not stay there.
Which me and Boss did talk about a few days ago. We're going to see Haaland, Mbappe, and Vinicius a few days ago, which I did tweet about 2020-2021 season. Call me the Back to the Future guy, whatever it is, psychic, whatever. I don't know.
Mine's the
Do
manager.
you reckon Mbappe is going to come to Premier League in Manchester United?
I think,
Bro.
I mean, to be fair, Mick, I've heard a lot of rumors about Liverpool since a few years ago, but I wanted to go to Madrid, so it doesn't come to Liverpool for obvious rival reasons. You know what I'm saying to you?
It depends on who the manager is, because Klopp is leaving, so you have to have a pulling power who the manager is going to be.
Yeah.
Right? But one thing that I discovered
right.
about Mbappe, he only cares about the, plata, the dinero.
Of course, yeah, of course.
What would be crazy if he just like decided to come to the Premier League and take a pay cut? But I know that's nearly impossible. But considering that he is and stuff, he's after the money.
I want to push back on something that Mick said before I let you get back to your regular scheduled programming. And I want to say that the reason why people didn't care that City win a treble, because they ain't got no fans, and people don't really pay attention to what they're saying. The reason why Liverpool have such a strong fan base, have such a large history, same as Arsenal as well. And you can tell, and if any one of them wins the league this season, we're going to hear a lot of noise, and we're going to be hearing this on a daily basis. That's all I got to say about that one.
First and foremost, big up the... I see Neil Driscoll was saying the derby is on the 3rd of March. And coming back to you, regarding City, if they win another 4p, it ain't matter, because they're going to strip off everything and they're going to be relegated at the end of the day with 150 charges. That ain't going away.
I mean, we're not sure yet, Mick, but yeah, we hope that, yes.
Yeah, listen, if Everton got done and everyone is going to get done, there's no way out from this. Right? When the UEFA presidents say, I know you did it, I know you're guilty. Right, and they're working together with the Premier League. The question is, why is it taking so long? It is a powerhouse, financial powerhouse, full of influences and full of investments, and there is brown paper envelopes. I just believe that it had to be done. I'll be there first celebrating.
Yeah,
I hope
I'll
you're
be
right.
there in the comments. Listen, I'm going to be back in the comments. Listen to what you guys are going to say. Sorry to come through.
was posed in the chat for you actually. Before you don't go anywhere.
No,
Arnold versus Munch. Do you think Hojlund will be worse than Haaland if he was at City?
Do you think Hojlund? Could you go back to the last question again? I was just reading that one sec. Hojlund, do you think
Hojlund will be worse than Haaland if he was at Manchester City?
No, because they're better quality players that can supply the ball to him at the right time, and you get better service than he does over here. So that's what I got to say about that.
Okay. Also, follow up. Also, do you see Haaland flourishing at United?
No, because of the quality players that we have going forward, the lack of distribution that we have going forward. Don't forget, Hojlund creates chances for himself in 9 times out of 10 nowadays.
Haaland, Haaland is depending on the service that he receives on his feet. That's it, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
In the box as well, crosses in. That's the game of Haaland, right? And that's what I was trying to say. Hojlund is more complete when he doesn't get chances. He creates his own, right? Similar to what what's his name? Bayern Munich, Harry Kane. Oh, the Kane trophyless curse still lives on.
Hey, they can hold that still, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. If he didn't get any service and create chances for himself, but poor guy thought he went to Bayern Munich to win trophies, and apparently it doesn't look like it. Pops, Bayer Leverkusen is cooking Tuchel there.
Yeah, man, I'm going to go back to the comments. I'm going to leave you guys to it. Thanks, guys, for having me on.
Yeah, sorry for talking. Yeah.
Big up, man. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you for pulling up. And what a interesting turn of conversation, by the way, because we also touched a little bit what you brought up earlier on, Mick, is Mbappe coming to the Premier League. Which place would he go? Like, Yale kind of mentioned Arsenal getting Mbappe. Wouldn't that be something like, Liverpool?
Who's got money?
They could probably cough up the funds, bro, right?
Listen. At the end of the day, it's like this. What do you call this band? Who's got the dineros? That's the thing. FFP is real, people. FFP is real. I mean, the baggage that he come with, the sign-on bonus, 200 million plus the salaries. Come on, who's got who? Everyone is under scrutiny at the moment. United cannot sign him. Chelsea cannot sign him. Arsenal cannot sign him. City cannot sign him either. He ain't coming for that money unless he takes a big, massive pay cut. And I don't think he's going to do that, to be honest. May I just say something? This is my opinion alone. I think the day of signing those big money Galacticos is over. If you look at the way they are cracking down on financial fair play, right? So there's only one club that still wants it. There's only one club that just thrives on signing those golden nuggets. Real Madrid.
Well, we'll see what happens. Whatever he decides, because I think, if I remember correctly, once he's done with PSG, it's just a matter of negotiating the salary, and we'll see what happens with that.
Let me just remind you about Liverpool. Liverpool was saying 100% that Jude Bellingham is coming to Liverpool, right? They said 100%. But Jude Bellingham chose Real Madrid, and boy, did I see the salty tears of Liverpool fans. They were in the mud. You're on mute.
Oh, sorry. I got a phone call. We'll say that. I'll say that one more time. I did not hear the last thing that you said.
I can't remember what I said. What did I say? I forgot. I was just looking at Yolima Min's comment.
Okay.
Arsenal getting Mbappe? No, seriously, no. I don't see it. But I said, Arsenal. I mean, you remember Liverpool? They went all in. Everyone, Liverpool fans, said we are getting Bellingham. 100%. We are signing Bellingham. What happened?
Mm-hmm.
Bellingham went to Real Madrid, right? And they were all salty tears. And now I think this is overhyped again. They're getting like too gassed up. We're gonna get Mbappe. And you will see that Mbappe will go to Real Madrid. Same story again. I don't believe it because, as I said, FFP is real, right? Yeah. FFP is real. The league is changing the FFP rules to follow UEFA guidelines. Yeah, but
I hope it's really real, as you're saying. They're showing that they're alive, but when you see like the way Chelsea has been buying players, like the last transfer window was mad, But anyway, Superfly says if it disappears, then there's total corruption.
Yeah,
talking about the Man City situation, So yeah, we will see. We'll be there. Whatever happens, we will be there. And I hope that it happens. Like some of it happens in the summer, because Manchester City, I know there's a lot of charges that they have to go through, and it's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of
But
time.
do you want them to win another 4p?
No. I when you asked that, I was actually just sort of looking at I believe it was Montana's comment saying, I have a feeling that Villa will miss out on top 4.
Me too.
Figuring out where things are right now, knowing what we know on match day 25. We've just finished match day 25.
12 games to game.
Yeah, out of 38. It's like it's looking like Liverpool for me might just
clinch it.
Liverpool.
Listen, let me just check something. I always check Aston Villa's. I know Spurs has difficult run of games. Spurs has to play Chelsea. I think it was 10th of March. Chelsea. Spurs has to play. I mean, Spurs, they have so many difficult games. And I don't know. I haven't really looked at Villa's run of games, to be honest.
We can pull it up. I can add it right here to the screen.
Yeah, and we can see, okay. West Ham, Aston Villa at home. Aston Villa, Spurs. So they have to play each other. You see? Spurs and Villa are playing each other on 10th of March.
Yep.
Villa has what? Nottingham Forest this weekend. Then Luton Town. Ooh, that's a tough one. Luton Town at home, right? And that stadium.
Luton Town at home is going to be tough for them for sure. They're going to struggle.
Spurs is visiting West Ham. West Ham away. Wolves, tough one. City Villa. Oh my God! Look, they have also Manchester City, Brentford, Arsenal also.
Yeah, they're definitely going to lose some points here, and probably versus Wolves as well, and maybe Spurs.
Yeah.
And they still have Brighton, and maybe like Chelsea will be informed by the time. Yeah, Villa definitely will most likely miss out on top 4. It just feels
look at Spurs. Look at Spurs as well. Just have a comparison of what Spurs are doing.
And Liverpool. Oh, get out of here, man.
Yeah. They're cooked. I'm telling you, they're cooked.
They're cooked. All right, let's see Liverpool.
No, I agree with Paul Scholes. Paul Scholes said it as me. I believe that United will finish above Villa and Spurs. So I believe we'll finish on 4th.
This is why I believe Liverpool might just go ahead and nick it. Look, so hosting Luton Town. Luton Town in away is not as difficult comparatively. But
Chelsea might cook them.
Chelsea, this will be a walk in the park for Liverpool. I don't know. I think Liverpool will win this.
The big one is Liverpool City on the March the 10th.
Yes, March the 10th is this one. Man City, you're right. That's a place where they may lose points, and then maybe if we're in form
if we stop them there, that'd be a title decider between if Arsenal steamrolls ahead.
Yes,
right. We can actually stop Liverpool.
Yes, Everton. The new charge bounce has deflated by now. I mean, March 17. Come on now, they're just gonna win that. Crystal Palace at home. Crystal Palace at home. They're gonna obviously beat them.
They have a big 6 there, like they have Tottenham.
And Anfield atmosphere, It's cool.
Liverpool Wolves is a tough one too.
And then, but you see, they only have like one really crazy game, the Man City one, and then maybe us.
Us as well. Yeah, and we're playing them at home. I see what we're playing at Old Trafford, Liverpool. Bloody hell, get me a ticket. I want some bite, Jurgen Klopp bite. But if you look at Spurs.
Okay, Spurs. Let's do Spurs real quick.
I'm just interested in our top 4 flight. So you will see Spurs. They also have can you increase a little bit?
So they're going to play Chelsea at some point.
That's been postponed, yeah. Spurs, Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, Fulham, Luton, West Ham, Newcastle. Yeah, they're playing Newcastle away, tough one. They're playing City at home. Oh, yep. Arsenal, Liverpool. Yeah,
Spurs are probably they're gonna drop more, actually.
Yeah.
This is more than 12 points dropped. Like points here versus City, points versus Newcastle.
Yeah, but we on the other hand only have City and Liverpool left.
Yeah,
in the top flight. So we need to win every single game in between, and then potentially drop points against City and Liverpool. But I don't think we will lose against Liverpool at home.
Yeah, that game is a title decider, like you said.
Yeah, it is a title decider.
Now, Man City, real quick. Obviously, we know we got that derby on March 3rd, and then they also, we mentioned this. That's the and then Man City, Arsenal, Man City, Villa will be a walk in the park for them.
Arsenal is a decider as well, big one.
Yeah, as long as they make it through Brighton and Arsenal, I think then they're through to win the league, because the rest is just like lunch. Snack, Luton Town snack, dessert.
Oh no! Wolves is a tough prospect. Wolves has always been
at the Etihad though. Come on, man. Let's be serious. At the Etihad. And look at what Superfly was saying in the comments, saying Klopp is not leaving. It's just a scam to get more from his play.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. He comes out that he will come out that Getsu just lying. My shiny teeth is I changed my mind. We won another title. Maybe it was his trick to say that, like, I just want to get maximum out of my place and win a title in front of a full crowd, because last time he won, it was pandemic season, there was nobody in the stands, so no celebration. Bro, I don't see. If you ask me, I said this to you before, man. For being a United supporter and getting asked the question, who do you want to win the league? I mean, you see Arsenal, you see Liverpool, and you see City. I always make a fun analogy, Puppy. It is like you standing in front of the judge and receiving your death sentence, right? And the judge said, "I'm sentencing you to death. Well, how do you want to die? Do you want the gallows? Do you want the gas chamber? Or do you want the needle? I'll be shot." It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, I hear you. It's a catch-22.
I'd rather take the quick pain. I'd rather take the quick pain and say, give it to Arsenal.
Just get me out of here real quick.
Yeah.
I hear you. By the way, Tech Academy says, can we have a 30-second moment of silence for Newcastle? They're about to be depressed. And Luan went on to bring up what happened to Newcastle. So let's look at that fixtures as well real quick. They have Wolves at home. Should be easy-ish. Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. I don't know. At Stamford Bridge, Chelsea sometimes turn up.
West Ham might turn up there.
Yeah. Do you reckon? Wait, are they playing Newcastle 5 days later? Oh, that's Crystal Palace. Okay. I was like, what's going on? Okay.
What? Man United play Newcastle at home as well, April the 20th. Oof. We have some cracking games.
That's gonna be wild.
We have some cracking games.
Yeah.
And
then Brighton at home should be an easy-ish game. Like, it's going to be difficult, but, the rest definitely must win. Sheffield United, Brentford. But,
I don't even count Newcastle.
Newcastle might sneak in that top 5 position, in my opinion, while Spurs drop out, and United as well will squeeze in.
Big question, though. If 5th gives you Champions League, will you be happy taking 5th spot?
If 5th gets us Champions League, bro, why not? There's no difference between 5th and 2nd, in my opinion. And third. It's just like, please, anyone can get it. We
need
to.
the money. We need the money, though, as a club, though. We definitely need it. So Champions League is a must, right? Ten Hag needs backing, right? So the thing is, coming back to the question, right? We did a press conference, and Ten Hag got the question: are you embracing Ineos coming to help you? And it's like, well, United is a big club, and you cannot do everything by yourself. You need help. Yes. You need people around you to build. And that was directly a dig at him. So he's been, just imagine what the guy's been dealt with, like, nobody, I mean, you're sitting there talking to idiots, like, who doesn't know anything about recruitment or making financial decisions, right? And plus you have to deal with all the scandals around you and the takeover shit and stuff like that. So remind yourself as a fan, if you're sitting looking at the table right now, just give yourself a little bit of applaud, because we've been stuck in quicksand, and now we're slowly getting out.
Slowly getting out, and we're like, there's something in 2024 that for me is feeling like
the year of the reckoning.
Right. And as you said this, like, I was wondering what exactly did they put in the Carrington milkshakes, because check this out. Look at this. How is this possible that by the way, as we were talking about earlier on, comparing Rasmus Hojlund and Kobe Mainoo, I checked out the height, right? Rasmus Hojlund and Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland is 6'4", and then Rasmus Hojlund is 6'3". But the thing that I want to show you, though, is this. Check this out. This is Kobe Mainoo standing with Mengi, and if you want to know, Kobe Mainoo is 5'9", but Tendon Mengi, his height is 6 foot. Like, what is going on? Why does it look like Mainoo is taller when he's registered shorter? Like, there's something that's going on. This guy is growing so fast, Vic.
What is he saying to him?
Yeah, it is something that Ineos put in the milkshakes that's just making our boy
My milkshake makes the boys in the yard. Boys in the yard. You know that song, My Milkshake? Listen, speaking about Mengi, man, the guy was so dirty yesterday. He gave Rashford a hard time. You saw that. Yes. They don't like each other, Rashford and Mengi. 100% you can see that relationship on the pitch. They hate each other. Mengi gave him some dirty pinky fingers in the eyes, like this, The old classical dark magic of defending. That was Mengi yesterday. And how good was Chong? Cheech and Chong, they're running.
Chong. He's actually, this guy, the way he's moving, that he was young player of the year for us and reserve player of the year at his time at United. And the way he was playing, he looked like he was on a mission to show us what he was so focused. He's the player that I was hoping that, he'd become, like the snippets of that.
Does he look more appealing or more dangerous because of his hair? You kind of focus on his hair, like when he moves.
Nah. The way he was playing. I mean, if you look at the goal that they scored, right?
There was him.
The ball, shielding the ball, right? Received it and then turned and then hit it, and it had to come off one player, and Harry Maguire. And then next thing,
Harry,
right there.
And then next thing we see Starfish Onana.
Stop. No, but before Starfish Onana, there's Morris, right? He's leaving Luke Shaw, slow Luke Shaw, like, because Luke Shaw is touching him, and then he just drifts off like that, and then he goes to meet Starfish.
But what kind of what kind of say was that? That was a Starfish. Let's do a Starfish. It was a starfish. Look at it. He jumped up like a starfish, like this. I said it. He's so unorthodox. He looks like a combination between an ice hockey goalkeeper and a handball goalkeeper. You know what a handball is? You know what handball is, right? When you They go like this.
Yeah.
And that's him. So unorthodox. Sometimes when he saves, he does like a hockey keeper, like this. Like that. With his sticks and with his legs like that, Have you ever seen ice hockey?
I've seen ice hockey. I've watched live. Yeah, of course. Of course. It's a New England thing over here. Yeah. Say what?
Team in Boston. You have a team in Boston. in NHL.
Yes. In Boston, like we have the Boston Bruins.
Bruins, yeah.
Yes.
No, I was more of a Rangers fan. New York Rangers and Canadian, the Maple Leafs as well, right? Toronto.
Yeah.
And in Quebec, they have this, what do you call it? Anyway, big hockey fan. I used to be a big hockey fan, right? Ice hockey.
Yeah.
Anyway. And used to play the game.
I see some people in the comments are still stuck on that. Onana's not blaming Onana. I'm just saying, just describing the sequence of events. And then from there, that's how it happened. It was just Onana couldn't have done much. Obviously, it was a deflection off of Harry Maguire. But something has to be mentioned too about the handball.
But it wasn't Onana's fault. I thought Onana had a great game after that. Like, he didn't concede more than one. And I think the fault, you saw the substitutions. Let's talk about the first half. You saw, you got to give roses to Ten Hag because it was technical substitutions. He took out Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire because they were shaky. They was rattled, 100%. We've seen in big games before that these guys' mentality, they just go, they drift away, they get nervous. One instance, there was Harry Maguire's missed passes. He did a fast free kick and just played it up to the opposition, and in comes
that moment. It was around the 30th minute mark. Okay.
Yes.
I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Harry?
Exactly. Right.
Like something's happening with that. Like we need to figure out what's going on because he was actually having snippets of old Maguire a little bit.
Yeah.
At that moment, actually. Was it Varane who ended up blocking?
Maybe he's an.
Yeah.
I have a theory. If we make jokes aside, I mean, if we're coming into open AI, so Harry Maguire hasn't been upgraded. He's still on Windows 95 systems, right? Activation.
Yeah.
So maybe being a mail fraud, like syntax error, a syntax error. Just shoot it here without scanning, without looking, and straight into the opponent. I mean. It could have been leveled up there, but thank God we have Raphael Varane, swooping in. From that moment, I think also Luke Shaw.
You started off the moment you just started off giving Ten Hag flowers for his like selection and so forth. I was just like, let's give him a quick grade 8 from A to F. What? So you say gave him good selection. I also feel like he left out the top goal scorer of the squad on the bench. That's a gamble.
But I think that his plan was to throw him in 15 minutes like a super sub. But due to Casemiro's silly, there was never a yellow card given, like a soft yellows, and also Maguire's soft. Maguire was a chop. That was a yellow.
Yeah.
So you can see why he took out Maguire as well, because his liability, plus he took on this chop. He got a yellow for chopping down the player as well. And Luke Shaw, it was never an injury. We heard the interview after. So he had to do a technical tweak because something was not working. So he had no other option to put in. He could have put in a Sofian Amrabat instead, but he chose to put in Scott McTominay. And his role became more defensive. And Johnny Evans came in instead of Maguire. But as soon as Varane came in, according to my opinion, everything went calmer. We started getting more composed in the second half. So we won the second half, according to my opinion, by being more composed and less sloppy on the ball. And this is how Kobe Mainoo now started to. You see more of noticeable Kobe Mainoo what he did, right? He was more gliding.
Do you know that it was his 11th start in a row in all competitions for Manchester United? Is the boy a starter or what? Like
he's a starter.
He's a starter.
He's a fire starter.
What this boy is now, like, he's seriously on another level. By the way, if you're just tuning in, we appreciate you so much. You're looking at the grades and comments that were based on Aston Villa, and I just changed this to Luton Town versus United. so I see Never Miss Rob says all these false positivity grades. I know Mick yesterday we were showing the player ratings new website that he just launched, and he did it for the first time yesterday, and it was so smooth.
It was mint.
Shout out to that.
It was mint. It
But,
was on par with everyone. Yeah. But listen, I have two things, Poppy. Two things.
Yeah.
You say starter. Yeah, you said starter. For me,
Yes.
Hojlund and Maino, the Prodigy, the band. I'm the fire starter.
Fire starter.
I'm the fire starter. Prodigy. Fire starter.
No. So let's go to Eric Ten Hag. Are you giving him an A? Was that what
I
you
gave him
saying?
an 8 yesterday. 100% 8 for me. 100%. Give it
Nice.
the roses.
Nice. Never Miss Rob was doing the great thing, the ratings with you yesterday, and he voted. So shout out to that. Yes.
Thanks,
yes. Man. Stephanie says these grades are going to be harsh again. I'm afraid, Puppy. Bring out the harsh grade of Stephanie. Let's hear it. Okay, so Eric Ten Hag gets you said a B, Mick?
A B?
What grade did you just say? Sorry, I don't want to put a grade in your mouth.
An 8 is an A, right? A.
Yeah, 8 is an A. You said great selection. That's one of the comments that I picked up from your take of what he did.
He was more tactical. In-game management was good. He reacted to the situations. He saw it was a liability. He knew that he had to switch off because there was a moment where we were 2-0 up, and then he just looked at what just happened. Like, the mentality is gone. You can see the camera panning in, and him and Mitchell van der Gaag were going like this. Instantly, I love what he did in the first half. Did 2 substitutions straight away. I haven't seen Eric tonight do it before.
Okay. By the way,
it was not injuries.
I was about to erase these comments, but look at Casemiro, unfair yellow from last game.
Yeah, unfair yellow again. He's cursed. He went like this.
I'm gonna leave that there. Okay. So
I didn't even touch him. He didn't even touch him like this. Maynard got a yellow. He touched the ball. He never touched the player. It's like, what's wrong with these people?
so okay. What about? Let's go to Garnacho. What grade does Garnacho get?
5 for me. Garnacho was so wasteful.
That's like a C.
He tried, but he was wasteful and he was too selfish. Missed the open sitters. It wasn't his game yesterday. I give him a 5. Right.
Jeez. Okay. Rashford.
Stinker. I have no agenda, but listen, he needs to go to Northern Ireland again, to Belfast, to get another 20 shots.
Oh no!
Because you know what I'm saying, he needs to get. You know what I'm saying? He needs to get another 20 shots of tequila.
Yeah,
he should be up at 20 goals this season by now. So he needs 20 shots tequila, or 30, to be honest.
Oh Lord, no!
4 for me, man. 4. See,
I mean, come on! Don't you remember the moment where he did the chop, and then from there, he took a shot with his weak foot, and the shot was not bad,
It was on
that
shot,
was
one shot.
Okay, don't you remember also the moment where he put the ball in, that chance for Bruno, the 1-on-1? Was that Garnacho or Rashford? I'm drawing a blank on that one. Anyway, but I remember another moment that he created, and I was like, come on, that's good. That's positive from Rashford, and of course, he wasn't sizzling by any means, but I get what you say. All right, so I'm guessing he's definitely getting a C or less, right?
I have still not forgotten what he did to the team and did to the club, and he doesn't get away with that easy. So he's still with the principle here. So prove it on the pitch, and so far you haven't proven enough, right? I think his work rate ethics yesterday was okay, decent, but yet again too selfish. Both Garnacho and Rash was, I don't know, too selfish yesterday. And at the end of the day, if you're a winger, you're supposed to feed the striker and make Rasmus score. But they all want to sort of be the hero. If they've been coached to do so, I'm not sure. But we could have been at least 4-5-1 up, properly.
I hear.
So I'm just looking Garnacho got opportunity, didn't finish, indecisive moments. Same with Rashford. Shoot. It's like, you're playing a PlayStation and you have this X button, right? Where you put him on the speed mode and you go, you know exactly how you navigate and you know what he's going to do. He's going to shoot. Nah, man. We need to play more as a team. So,
I hear it. I hear it. You've emphasized your point on these these two wingers of ours. But what about Hojlund? Hojlund, the last comment on the last game was looking sharp. Come on, right? That one has to he has to be pretty much an A, right? I don't know what
he's an A. No, he's not looking sharp. He's looking on fire. The guy is steamrolling at the moment, right? Unstoppable.
Striker instinct.
Yeah. Unstoppable.
Yeah, that's
It's just like
really,
I'm gonna, you're gonna score, 30 seconds in, he's the fastest goal scored by United, by anyone, I think, in the Premier League season. And his second goal, if you look at the replay, he chested it that's a striker's goal.
That's the dance now. That's called the do the Hojlund when I'm in the club now. You like you literally pushing the ball.
Yeah. It's like the Persian Iranians to dance like this,
the
shoulder, screw the light bulb, whoop, just drop the shoulder.
Oh Lord. No, right. but yeah, no, he's definitely also the record that he broke, right? Like he's
He's the youngest player that scored 6 consecutive in the league ever. Right, 6 consecutive. The record, he shared the record with Anelka that did it in 1998 by memory, but Rasmus has now scored 8 out of 8. 8 appearances. 8 goals.
my God!
Wow.
That's good.
9 goal assist contributions in the last 6 games. Hojlund is just brilliant. The boy is shining. We are definitely lucky to have him.
And we have 12 Premier League games to go plus FA Cup. And he's now scored, I think, 15 in all competitions, if you count in Champions League as well, right?
Yes.
Don't forget Champions League. He was the leading goal scorer in Champions League before.
He still is. He still joined. Everybody, the top guys are still at 5. Yeah, like the Griezmann and Haaland, they've got 5. So
bro. I was listening to KG show this morning. I was drinking my coffee. Sometimes reckless thoughts, and I don't know if you were in it. But they were talking about the Hojlund debate today. And there was one fan called Charlie.
I was in it last night, not today. Yeah, this morning.
There was one guy called Charlie there. It's like, what? Some people are so eye test merchants. He's not good enough. Sell him or bench him. Sell him or bench him. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
Bruno.
No, it was about Hojlund. It's like,
yes,
dude, he's 20. Yeah. He's 21 years of age. Look what he's done, his trajectory in every club that he's been. And this is overpassing. You can see this trajectory is growing and growing. Now, he surpassed Atalanta. He's 3/4 of season already at Atalanta, right?
Yeah.
He didn't get going until when? He got his first goal. When did he get his first goal in Premier League? There was 2024.
I think he started turning a corner. Aston Villa.
Yeah. So since then, it's just going right up. Okay, it takes some time for a youngster to get into a new environment. You move to a new town, new friends, new clubs, get around, know your place, and all of a sudden start forming the partnerships. Now that's all ticked and done. Now the boy is just going okay, I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to be me. Boom. So I just don't understand this debate. Come on, guys.
No. Actually, so I think what he was saying, if I remember his point correctly, and by the way, the just to clarify,
I'm sorry, I just didn't agree. I just didn't agree. I don't agree.
He was saying that Hojlund needs to be like a backup striker. Because he wants.
I don't. Because he wants some big signing name like an Mbappe or something like that. This is typical eye test merchants. And I just say, listen, we bought a 75-pound gem that is a starter for us right now. So what the fuck would you bring in a sort of a name pleaser just for your eyes, like a Ronaldo, whatever, so you can be giddy, right? Because then you just spoils the development of Hojlund. I think that you have a physical specimen that is what do you call it? How tall was he? 6'4", 6'3".
6'4".
6'4", right? He's already built for the Premier League. You saw he came off yesterday from the pitch. His shirt was all dirty. He run his socks off. The way he's holding up the ball, playing like a wrestler. You know what I mean? This guy is good enough already. I wouldn't say that you go in and buy one of these 100, like an Osimhen from Nigeria or whatever. No. You buy somebody that is.
I hear you. For me, I don't really drink the Osimhen Kool-Aid.
I don't either. But there's a fraction of the fan base that still want, like, Mbappe in, like, the fanboys. But at the end of the day, you got to look at the overall team. The team is, we have Rasmus Hojlund right now. He's developing to something really, really special, like Kobe Mainoo. What you should do is build around that. What I'm saying, build around that. Don't get anyone that is more experienced, because if you get that more experience, he's going to play every single game. What you want to do, get something similar, like, that you can rotate with, because we need to have rotation. And that player for me is Benjamin Sesko.
Come on. I'm also thinking about Sebastian Haller is not a bad shout. He's a Dortmund. He needs a next step type of thing. So, like, when we're thinking about other strikers, I hope that they look at his profile and see Ineos.
Why I'm saying that? Listen, why I'm saying that, because you need a like-for-like profile. When Rasmus is not playing, you need somebody that is a carbon copy of Rasmus. That's what I'm saying, Because if we're going to play that style, then why would you have a different striker like Martial? Like, Martial was never a striker. It was more of a link-up player, right? But Hojlund is that physical specimen. Like, Marcus Haller is also tall and physical. But the one that is cooking right now, that's always been cooking in my eyes, is 45 million release clause, Benjamin Sesko. 100%. There are similar attributes: tall, 6'4", explosive, athletic, has a good, decent cross, can link up play. Same. So what I'm saying here is that you have similar players that are young, that can grow with United for the next 5 foreseeable years. As we grow.
Yes. Anyway, that's a great point, Mick. Shout out to you for saying all of that. Let's get back to the grades real quick, because we were doing Rashford got a D from Drex, and Rashford got a C from Luen, and I think who else? We were now moving on to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno, it's funny because even last game he's having a tough time right now, actually, right? Is he?
Bro, yeah. No, bro. You made a very, very good point in a post-match show yesterday.
Yeah.
Kudos to you. I gotta give you your flowers. So where can we rate you on this table? What grade should we give Papi here?
What did I say?
But you said something that nobody thought about, because you said Bruno's role yesterday was more defensive, and he's like, God damn, you were right. Because if you look at it, it was more of a trend.
And also versus Aston Villa. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Isn't he supposed to be our chief offensive, contributor? Like, creative?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, his shooting boots was not on, his passing boots. There was one brilliant pass, again, what he did with his outside of his foot. He assisted to Rashford. Rashford was running down and missed the target. But otherwise, he was spraying balls left, right, center that wasn't gelling or sticking. So he had a little bit of a shocker first half. But I think in the second half, when everything started to come down, Bruno started to pick up,
Yeah. Him and Garnacho, they need more one-on-one practice.
Yeah.
That's what I'd tell Ten Hag. I'll be like, these guys.
Who did? I think Casemiro was when Casemiro got that yellow, he was screaming at Garnacho, was pissed off. You remember? He's really giving it to Garnacho, because he left Casemiro totally exposed. He's like, where's my backing? You remember that?
Yeah.
So Garnacho needs to be told off as well. You still need to contribute. Still listen to the seniors, right?
Yeah. Let's check it. Stephanie's grade for Bruno for guidance. Stephanie went with a C-. No, that's just a C. C for Bruno. I think that's C- is fitting. I'm gonna go with C minus because a C puts him on par with Rashford. You know. Anyway, we already talked about how class and how exceptional, light years
A.
ahead of his teammates, Kobe Mano. This guy,
A.
Surprised Stephanie gave him a C. What, Stephanie?
What the hell? Oh my God.
How does Kobe Mano get a C? You know.
Maybe she did a mistyping. Anyway, Kobe Mano gets an A.
Right. Yeah, okay, Bruno gets a C. We can agree C minus, but what in the
I would
world?
like to give a Mano an A plus, but it's too early to give him A plus. I would say
Yeah,
in the
thank
second
you,
half.
Luan. Exactly.
Yeah,
Thank you, Rick. Thank you. Wait, Drex says C for Mano? Were we watching the same game? Oh, you mean C for class? Like C because
class.
he's
Yeah, class. First, I mean, the thing is, if you look at the game, like, first half, you didn't see Mano, but off the ball, what he did was impeccable as well. But
yeah,
in the second half, when he got more stability in the back, you saw more notable free Mano, like, gliding, doing what it mainly does. So for me, almost an A plus, for definitely an A. And remember, this kid is just 18 and still playing like a 24-year-old.
yeah. Wow. And Drex is adamant that Mano gets a C. Drex says Kobe Mano wasn't it yesterday, truth be told. Wow. This is quite a wild take, bro. I'd say B plus A minus. That's where my feeling of Kobe Mano's, of course, the thing about his role is like when you are in midfielder, sometimes a lot of the work goes unnoticed. And as Makers mentioned, is like sometimes blocking passing lanes that are the most dangerous ones.
Yeah.
Those things, they don't go into the eye because like maybe you're just focused on the ball, and you have to.
But if you look at the first half, I mean, the midfield was shaky, and he's the youngster. He's not supposed to lead. Like, he's the new kid on the block. You're looking for leadership in terms of Casemiro and Bruno, and they were both rattled and they were both unsettled. Like, so there was no passing rhythm at all whatsoever. But I still believe that he did what he had to do, and it was more of a defensive duty as well. But that's what I said. When we had more stability in the second half, when we did the right substitution, he became more noticeable on the eye. But what you actually look back in the first half, he did amazing things off the ball as well, like the shielding, protecting, putting in tackles.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm like, this is some crazy madness to say Kobe Mano was really bad when looking at this 2 chances created.
Is it Opta stats?
This is Opta's cousin.
Opta's cousin.
Yeah. Look at that. But anyway, all right. Other people, you're allowed to feel how you feel.
Anyway, some people say B. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, he got when we did the play rating, he got an 8 yesterday, so I'll go with that. I'm not going to back down.
All right. Yeah, I'm leaning towards A minus B plus. So what did Neil Driscoll say? B. And anybody else? Yale says people are overhyped over Mano, but if you look at everything in the game, he was a B. There was moments where he was moving the ball in like tight spaces and he didn't look like he was out of place. B plus. All right. Yeah, we'll settle with that. B plus. I think the House, the Democratic vote is B plus. Casemiro, we talked about him extensively earlier on. Unfair yellow again.
Unfair yellow.
And what did Stephanie give Casemiro again?
C.
Let me see. C. Stephanie was just giving everybody C's. Do you realize that? You see, it's easy. Wow, Vic, with the dad jokes. Yeah, all right. Casemiro, I'd say it was a C plus B minus type of performance. A D for me from Yale. He lasted a half. He's definitely gotten slow.
He couldn't do much because he was already on yellows. He couldn't go in on tackles 100%. So that hinders him. And that was understandable why we had to take him out. Because there's one thing you don't want to do. You have Harry Maguire on the yellow. your defender, and you have your central defender midfielder on a yellow. What if one of them was getting a red? It would be game over, Red Rover. 3 points was what we were after yesterday, and we got that. So for me, I give Casemiro first half a 6. What is that translating over to a? Is that a C?
I think C. That's a solid C. Yeah, I think. But I'm Yale's really got me on this almost a D, and Drex is agreeing with that. Drex says a C minus, D, Mick says a C, and I'm gonna say a C minus. Unfair yellow though. The second tackle after the yellow, that was scary. It's like, Casemiro, why are you sliding? All of a sudden, like we have this sliding Casemiro. Anyway, let's keep it moving.
C.
Sure, it's a C.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think Luke Shaw was good yesterday. I think he was rushed back in. Him and Maguire together with the mentality got rattled, like when 2-1 came in, and they just basically lost the shit, right? Defensively, not aware. Him and Rashford didn't match up, like link up. They didn't go overlapping, underlapping. It was just a kilometer. He was taking off, and that was not due to injury. That was confirmed. So basically, he was dog shite in the first half anyway. So for me, maybe a D even. I don't know. What's a D? 4?
Yeah, D is 4. You know the other thing. He kind of let Morris. Is it Morris? Morris.
Yeah, he let Morris. Yeah.
He let Morris go. You are the last one that was touching him, and he has to get some blame for that. Even
Morris,
though
Morris said, "Oh, don't touch me, Luke." Okay, I'll let you score.
Let's go. So yeah,
and they led to the starfish action,
right? Which led to the starfish sequence we talked about. Yeah, and Harry Maguire. Oh my goodness,
he dropped his head.
Almost howler. That was almost scary. He passed the ball to the opponents, and they nearly scored. And then
Harry is Harry. Always have these accidents in him. It's not the first time. He's like, it's like he's born Friday the 13th. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened.
Oh my God!
Oh,
remember the Sevilla game, right?
Yeah.
When they pinball head, boom.
Yeah.
Only happened to Harry.
Oh man, this is crazy. Why? Drex is asking a question that I feel like I posed in the watch along. It was like, how come? Because Luke Shaw, if you remember correctly, Mick, he was also taken off. Was it Aston versus Aston Villa? He was substituted. There's like something weird that's going on, and we ended up being like, we must have gotten some low hanging fruit, because we got the new Arsenal person to be the head of our medical department. So why is Shaw past fit, and then he has to be taken off because he's unfit? Something is wrong here. Yale says get a new medical team.
Get out there, listen, regarding Maguire as well, let's put some positives. Maguire was absolutely a monster going forward. He's learned something from Licha in terms of running up high on the pitch and attack from behind,
Yeah, he was very aggressive. There's definitely that part in his game that's evolved a lot more, and
he was like the bull in Pamplona, right? When you do the bull run, get out of it.
You see the one like the big dog tries to be like run around like and be aggressive.
That's Harry's like the bull, like, and everyone just jump away, move aside.
Okay, well, but that runs his grade off to like a C minus?
Whatever.
Well, C. I'm gonna say C, because at the end of the day, that goal that we conceded was not his fault, and he had other good moments, though. You're right. He had other good moments where he stopped. I think Woodrow at one point. So yeah. All right. Shaw was not injured, says R10. Neil, you can give him an A, but I disagree. That's why we all have different opinions.
Yeah.
All right.
Varane for me, RV. He saved the Maguire's mistake. He was the leader in the back, and when Johnny Evans came in, and that's a good partnership, those two together. I think there's more senior players on the pitch, cool and composed. For me, I think that he was an A. Right.
A for Rafael Varane. I must say an A minus. A minus. Yeah, he was good. He was really good. I want to just give him his flowers. He was really good. And the reason why I want to make it an A minus is because Hojlund is the one who got a really A performance,
Yeah. Dalot A minus as well for me, man. Seriously.
So A minus for Dalot. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dalot is the most improved fullback that we have at the moment. Like, he got man of the match last match, and you can see that he's, he can go forward. He's becoming more and more sharper defensively as well. Like, he used to sleep at the back post. I think he's a professional. Like, he's turning to mature, and he's like 22, 23 years of age. He's still young. Still developing.
True. Yeah, no, he's actually turned a corner in his performance. I want to applaud him for that and give him his flowers. He's starting to look like he can play the part. So obviously he didn't have an assist in this game, but he is developing well, and we looks like we have
offensively.
Yeah.
I remember that he put that cross in, and people saying, "Oh, Dalot can cross." He was the one that pinged that cross in and hit Luke McTominay's head.
Yes.
Villa.
Versus Villa. Yes. I hear it. Let's go to Andre Starfish.
Didn't get his clean sheet. It wasn't his fault for the goal.
Yeah.
Other than that, didn't do any mistakes whatsoever. Got to give the man and roses as well. What could have he done in that goal? Like, especially was Luke Shaw's
man. Yeah.
It was Luke Shaw's man.
Yeah. All right. A minus for Onana. Let's call it a day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, special shout out goes to Scott McTominay and Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans, I'm gonna give him a B+. He looks, I want to just riff off of your comment, Mick, and say he looks solid with Rafa. We need to see more of that. McTominay, you already said earlier on that he was more defensive this time.
He came on too early, but I think he was always been the plan to come in 15 minutes, 20 minutes left of the game. But due to the circumstances, he came in. But he did solid defensively. He was a physical specimen there because we needed physicality. There was argument point. You saw Christian Eriksen were warming up, but it wasn't the game for Christian Eriksen because we needed physicality.
Yes.
So he did good.
Yes.
B.
And I think, we cannot forget. I was about to say we done, Mick, but we're not done. I'm sorry. We have
Lindelof.
Referee. What a shambles.
That is a bloody joke.
Disgrace. What about Victor Lindelof and what about Amrabat you had on the...
No, we normally don't do the subs. There's just a few that deserve special mention. Victor Lindelof deserves... You're right.
Lindelof was good. Come on.
Right. You're right.
Lindy.
Lindy. All right.
Yeah.
What grade is Lindy getting?
A B.
You went into that left back, right?
Yeah, he didn't do one mistake.
Yeah.
Actually.
Didn't put a foot wrong.
Yeah, ice.
Yeah, ice is nice. Ice cold Victor.
And then I really like the substitution to put in an Amrabat just to be the destroyer and just be that, see the game through. Like he did a couple good clearances, just kicked away the ball, and I'm disappointed because I want to see more about Amrabat, so I don't know why we're not using him.
I bet he will be disappointed if he sees the stream. He's like, good clearances? Is that all you saw?
No, but we need to see.
I must give him a C+, B-. That's my grade for Amrabat. Let me see what the if anybody disagrees. Lindelof, B, says Drex, played out of position and made Bennett work and run hard. Yep. Yale more or less agrees with us that Scotty's a B. He was out of position right at the start. So he was a B. Lindelof played a half and that he gets a B. Okay, Lindelof gets a B. We gave Lindy a B. Amrabat is a C plus, I think. All right. Onana gets a B, says Neil Driscoll. Why does Onana get a B? When is Onana going to get an A or B plus?
I don't know, man.
Neil is a harsh grader like Stephanie. Let me see what Stephanie's comment is said again from earlier on. I think probably Stephanie went with a C. Let's see. Yep, C for everybody, even Eric Ten Hag, except Hojlund. And an E for Luke Shaw.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Oh, wow. Okay, the refereeing. The refereeing is the last aspect that we have to talk about in this game. What did this referee let so many things go that were like, Luton Town players, but then when it's Man United players, like he was just so biased. I just didn't get how that Casemiro should not have been a yellow.
Never. I think they have instructed referees to take a closer look at what Casemiro is doing. I mean, that was never a yellow. The yellow on Kobe Mainoo was never yellow. I wish if we're going to use VR, the VR can also review those yellows because it's going to cost you in the long run. It's going to cost the game. That means you're already on a yellow. So if you get another yellow, you're fucked. That's it. So if you're going to use VR technology or whatever AI technologies, take a look because VR is there for clear and obvious. I know it's going to slow down the game, but that was never a yellow. And Kobe Mainoo is touching the ball first.
Mm-hmm.
That's the golden rule of football. You touch the ball first before the player. It's never a yellow. It's never a free kick.
Yeah. These yellows were a farce, says Luan. Is so true. Yale is the referee was benefiting United. Really? Oh, yeah. Man. Drex says referee needs to be sent back to class and pay full tuition, international student fee.
Full international student.
He needs to redo these classes for sure. I agree. I think he was just ridiculous. Shambles. Yeah. And Casemiro misses the next game thanks to yellow cards. He got 3 or 4 of them now. My goodness.
That's bullshit. But that's Fulham. We can manage. We can put in an Amrabat there instead, right? And by the way, Palinha is not playing either because he's got red card.
Come on. Yeah. All right. Well, the grade, there we go. It's going to be an F for the referee. Look at how many yellows we got. Mainoo, Casemiro.
What does F stand for?
Luke Shaw, Victor Lindelof, 5 yellows. And the other team, they got Osho, Woodrow, and Townsend only got 3 yellows. And there was so many other moments where the other Luton Town players deserved yellows. Anyway, let us wrap this one up and say these are the grades. Guys, if you are watching this later, I want to know your comments. If you disagree with any of these grades, let us talk about it. Please.
You know what? I agree. F for the referee can be abbreviated for one dirty word, and you know which F I'm thinking about without even mentioning. But it was a disgrace. It was absolutely.
We know what the F you're thinking about.
It is discouraging. It's a disgrace for a referee. Yeah. But I'm glad that we don't have this Anthony Taylor, guys. I cannot stand this Anthony Taylor. You know this. Oh God, I can't stand it. Certain referees needs to go. Right.
Yeah. I 100% agree with you. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say big shout out to the Hobie Mig for pulling up spontaneously and joining the stream. I really enjoyed this review, and everybody that participated as well. Superfly, Luan, Neil Driscoll, Yale, Stephanie, Drex, you guys are legends. Shout out to all of you so much. I appreciate you, R10 and Munj, also with the call coming through earlier on. Shout out to Munj, men like Munj, and there
I did a stream earlier today with Mark, and the same people in the chairs. Big up for you.
Hey, come on.
Yeah,
They were like,
come on.
come on.
We are one. We are one family.
We are
love
one.
each other.
We are one. Everybody in here is such a supportive, lovely community. Guys, have an awesome rest of your evening or night, wherever part of the world you're at. What else
Bobby,
make you want to say?
9:00 p.m. UK time special.
Yes.
I keep saying,
You
Jarvis's
have to
Corner.
be there.
We have an ex-United player coming in tonight. And
Yes.
we're going to talk about I don't need an agent. And we're going to talk about his career that got destroyed as well. So I'm not going to say names. I'm going to stop posting out the link right now. I'm going to make the thumbnail and everything right now. But tune in 9 p.m. at MUFC Realist TV. Right?
9 p.m. at MUFC
UK.
TV. 9 p.m. UK. You heard it, ladies and
All
gentlemen.
these guys,
Yeah.
I'm there.
Shout out to men like Mick.
Yeah,
You
Mick,
know,
do you sleep? Luahan say, Mick, do you sleep? Never.
Mick never sleeps. Mick is
Yep.
always
Will
there.
be there. Will be there.
Anyway, shout out,
It's
brother.
Luan. It's like the greatest showman. Never enough. Never enough.
Oh Lord, oh
You know,
Lord.
this is fucking monkey business.
Oh, shout out to Vic. One love, my bro. Thank you so much. By the way, I have to tell you guys so much how much I appreciate you for being here. And I missed a few comments in the conversation. I know I missed yours, Luan, earlier on when we were talking about Hojlund. You know, I want to respect that and say, Hojlund is new to the Premier League in a very consistent team and he's creating for himself. I feel if he continues this way, the world will be his oyster. Haaland gets a lot of help at City. Shout out to that. And also Shay for saying, who do you think is going to win the Champions League this season? Quick fire answer. I honestly thought it was going to be Bayern Munich, but the way they're moving, it's gonna be tough. If Bellingham can get back his fitness, then Real Madrid have a very, very, very good chance of winning it. So my money right now, with the way things are going, is Real Madrid. What do you think? Yeah, Yanis says Real Madrid. Madrid says Superfly. Luan says City. Come on, City. Shay says Arsenal. Shay, I got one word for you, or one phrase for you.
Get out of here, man.
Arsenal is not even making it past Porto, my friend. It's definitely no. Drex, stop drinking whatever Shay is drinking, because this is not good. Ladies and gentlemen, oh man, I appreciate you one more time. We are out of here. Peace.